Hello everyone, Chris here at Ollie's TV. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Sort of, although I'm not going to see you, am I? Here endeth the kit curse. 556 days since we won in a second or third kit, and we have gone and beaten Blackburn 2-0 today. Before we get into the analysis, I don't really analyse much, do I? I'm sort of a feels person, but please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. As I always ask, we're very close to 30k subscribers now, which is fantastic. Go check out the merch and get your comments in below on what you thought of today's game. So for me, overall, we never got out of second or third gear, really, did we? I thought Blackburn, who were a decent championship outfit this season, they sit seventh. They had some good moments without massively testing us. It's not like they've peppered Melier, who I thought had a good game today. Really, really solid. And first half we had a few chances without battering them either. And then obviously we got our first goal in the first half. I thought the first half in its entirety from start to finish was what I deem like a pretty good away performance against, a decent team that play a bit of football. Let's give Blackburn credit. They're going well this season. And I thought it was a really good away performance in that first half. And then, first 20, 25 of the second half, Blackburn really were on top. Again, without battering us, but they were the better team. And then we got the second. I think that killed it then. Great finish from Chris Somerville after some wonderful play from young Archie, who continues to grow and perform. I think he's brilliant. He got tested a few times down on their left channel. Got done a couple of times, but he's a young kid who's, first position isn't right back. But I thought generally he played really, really well, and his assist for that goal is fantastic. Little 1-2 with I think it's Gio, and then plays Cree in, and off we go. 2-0. The first goal from Dan James, really good finish, and this is where Dan has really improved this season. Last couple of seasons, whatever, that Dan's been with us, I know he's been away on loan and stuff at times, but you're not getting finishes like that from Dan James. He's lashing it across the box or over, or, just p-rolling it into keeper, and it's a really accomplished finish. And, that's what a bit of good coaching does, working under the right coach, and also confidence. And we can see at the minute that Dan James is absolutely brimming with confidence, and it's great to see. I thought the defence stood up really well today. Generally, I did. I thought, including Melier, the back five stood up really well. I think Rodon and Pascal are building a real relationship in there. I like the fact that we've got this, when Rodon and Pascal are in there, we've got this ability for one of them to step out from the back, and then Ampadu will step in and cover the space that's left. And then one of them marauds into midfield, and it does kick off a lot of decent sort of play for us. I thought Cree was, slightly below his usual exceptionally high standard, but got his goal. Nice to see Jed Spence come on and get some minutes. Matteo Joseph come on, who I thought there was a little passage of play close to the end of the game where the ball went up to him, and it was brilliant centre forward play where he ended up winning a free kick, which you think, well, he only won a free kick. But at that period of the game when it's 2-0, we don't want Blackburn breaking on us or whatever. And he didn't have much around him, and he was strong, got his body in between the ball and the defender, and just stopped the play, won the free kick, and, everything settled down. So good to see Matteo get some minutes. Just generally for me, a really sort of solid away performance without lighting it up. But you can't light it up every week. But we want to see it as fans, of course we do. But you can't light it up every week. And we are going to go, especially to other teams' away grounds, and we are going to be under it from time to time. And I thought the lads stood up really well today. I thought Ampadu and Kamara were okay midfield. I thought there was some sloppy moments from them, but, generally pretty good. Again, some sloppy moments, but that's not all down to them as well, because I think Blackburn at times, especially in that midfield, pressed us pretty well. But we managed to find out balls. I thought, Gio should score again in the first half where he dinks it over the keeper, but he's a menace, and, so much sort of goes through him. and he occupies so much of the defender's time when he's doing Gio things. So a pretty good performance from him. I thought Joel Peru, I think we're learning with Joel now, is that he will have quiet games and then there'll be games where, he'll be all over it. I thought today was one of his quieter ones, again, without doing anything particularly wrong, but, he was never in any real goal-scoring positions. Obviously, had the free kick in the first half, which took the deflection, then nearly went in into the bottom corner. But I thought he was pretty quiet today. But again, without doing anything wrong as such, I don't think anyone did much wrong today. Again, without us sort of lighting the pitch up, not get out of third gear, 1-2-0 against a pretty accomplished side this season in the Championship. Job done. And if we can keep ticking off results like that, great, because it keeps the pressure on that top two, which is all we can do at the minute. And they've been pretty relentless so far this season, but they've got tough games today, so let's see how they get on. It's always nice when you play early, isn't it, to get the 3 points on the board and then focus switches to the other teams in and around you. So, we've done our job for the weekend. Now it's up to the others to step out on the pitch and try and get theirs done, and let's see how that goes. But generally just really, really, really pleased with that. Good away performance, a decent Championship outfit, clean sheet. I am going to give my man of the match. I really want to give it to Archie, but I'm going to give it to Meslier. Clean sheet, did nothing wrong. Thought he commanded his box pretty well. I thought his distribution was good, and I actually thought his role as sweeper keeper, he was very, very good. Knew when to come out and get the ball, and kill off any balls in behind, all the rest of it. So I'm going to give it to Meslier. I've been a critic of Meslier at times. I like to think I don't have agendas and I judge players, either game to game or over periods of games. And I think today he was, again, no one was very, very good today, but he was extremely solid today. So I'm going to give it Meslier, and that'll probably split opinions in the comments, I'm sure, but that's just my take on it. It was a good save in the second half from the header. A save I'm expecting him to make, but still a good save. He's still got to make it. Came out, collected the ball. Was it the first or the second half? I can't remember now, and got clattered. And I saw some fans giving him grief because he dropped the ball. He got to the ball first and, he did get clattered, but it was a collision of two players coming in for the ball. And the collision caused him to drop it. But, he came out and got the ball. So, and even with him losing his grip on it, it was being pushed away from goal. He obviously made a save from their header, which was offside as well, but still a good save. And what I liked about that save, again, was nothing stupid. Didn't try and catch it in slippy conditions, but pushed it well away from danger. And obviously it got blown up for offside anyway in the end. But I just think it's a really, really, not a really, really good performance, but a really, really good away performance when you're not at your flying best, is how I can sort of best describe it. Like I say, thrilled, Dan James and Creed Somerville are just having fun at the minute, aren't they? They can't stop scoring. Which is wonderful, especially when you're two central attackers and, they have got the goals this season, assists. And I think I heard someone say that Gio Rutter is now the top assister in the league. Someone will have to fact check that for me. I don't know. But when your front central two aren't getting a lot of goals, then you need other players to pitch in. And the two boys from the wide and not half doing that this season. Both been fantastic. And I'm really, really pleased for both of them because, there was seasons gone by, there's been noise around Creed Somerville. And I was at one point a bit like, if you don't want to be here, let him go, let him go, let him go. You lot know what I'm like about players that make noise about not wanting to be here. But in the end, at the end of this season, he's hung around and, it's paying dividends now. He looks absolutely fantastic. And Dan James, struggled to light it up for us at times in the past. And then I'm not going to lie, the club, I think, treated him a bit poorly at times as well, pushing him out on loan and all the rest of it. But again, stuck around and we're seeing the best of Dan James now, which is great. We want, as fans, we want all the players to be performing well. We're absolutely right to be critical when they're not. But when they are performing well, you've got to, give them the flowers, as they say. And Dan James deserves those in abundance at the minute. So I'm really, really pleased for him. And I hope there's a lot more to come. So I'm probably going to leave it there. Just, I guess, in summary, dead chuffed. Great away performance against a tough side when we weren't at our thrilling best. And we walk away with a clean sheet and 2 goals. Perfect. I think a couple of penalty shouts there was. The one where it hits Pascal's arm. I think by the letter of the law, if there was VAR, that's probably given. I think it's a bit of a dumb law because not quite sure where he's meant to put his arm, and he's not looking at the ball. He's got his back to it. But if it was down the other end of the pitch, I'd want that. So I can understand why Blackburn fans would be aggrieved at that. The one in the second half, however, it's a dive for me. It's a dive. He absolutely goes looking for it. Again, people might, at first glance, when I saw it live, I was like, that looks a pen. But then looking at it back, I think he's looked for it and he's gone down far too easy. Opinion might differ, but I think, yeah, fair play to Blackburn. I think they'll be definitely in and around the playoffs this season if they carry on like that. They looked a decent outfit to me, who came up against a good defence, and we can't always say that about Leeds, but came up against a pretty strong defence. Still concerned from set pieces that teams win too much against us at times, but generally I thought in open play, defensively, we were pretty good. So yeah, fair play to Blackburn. Well done to our boys and the gaffer. Great to see, Jed Spence get some minutes. I didn't realise how big he was. And I've seen him play before. I just didn't realise how much of a unit he is. So if, hopefully Sam's injury isn't too bad, but I think we've got someone there who can ably step in if Sam's out for any period of time. And then there's options then, right? At some point, Kamara and Amps are going to need a rest in that midfield. Archie's going to need a rest, but Archie can go into midfield, drop one of the others for a rest, and Jed can go to right back. So there's options to move things around while keeping that spine of the team strong with Pascal and Rodon in the centre, who I just really like together. I think they complement each other so well. And Pascal's level of performance goes up when he's got Joe Rodon next to him, which is great. So yeah, just thrilled, everyone. Really pleased. So let me know what you think below, because I'm sure there'll be people who'll go, Melier, man, actually you having a laugh, but I gave my reasons for it. But let me know what you thought of the game overall. Really good win. We can settle in now and watch the scores tick over for the 3 p.m. kickoffs and see how it all washes out this weekend. Hope the rest of your weekend's a good one. It's always better when Leeds win, right? And I will catch you after the next game. Catch you later, everyone. Cheers. Bye.